Hello there. Merry Christmas and jolly holidays. Today is the 28th of December for you guys, and I prepared this video in advance. I asked you guys a few weeks ago if you like to see a regular grid drive or the making of video for this day, and yeah, we didn't really get many votes, but I think it's okay that I just post the video that is basically how to make it live. And maybe we do an actual live stream later today. We'll see about this though. For now, I will show you how to make this live. And in order to do this, we are going right to Second Life. So, you got your account on Second Life, you joined the drivers of SL, and you are curious about how to make one of these drives. Then the first step is usually to talk to Chrissy Cameron, who is the leader of the drivers of Second Life, and you tell her that you would like to make a drive. So, and this is when two things happen. First, you will get in a big amount of manuals and stuff. And then you get this item over here. I'm not sure if you can see it. It's called GHT 4.3 in this case. But I may be using an old version, I don't know. I also know that I think I got a version that is different from the usual one because I do these drives my own way, which is a bit special, but it's very effective, I think. So, anyways. If you talk to Christy, she gives you this thing. And in case you don't know Christy, there she goes. This is Christy Kitchen, and she's running the drivers of Second Life. If you want to make it live, you talk to her. And as I said, she gives you this little thing over here. So if you equip this item, then you see a number of actual numbers over there. And those are the exact position where you are in the world at this very moment. And the HUD itself got 4 different buttons that you will all need when you make it live. This is the first button that just creates a general checkpoint. It says this is the waypoint, and it's at Cisnia, which is the region name, and the location that you're just standing at. And then it has the checkpoint at the end. So this is a checkpoint on the way that you have to come across. The next is the racing zone button. You probably don't have to use this, but it's nice to mark the racing zones on the HUD. If you click it, you can see that's almost the exact same line, but it also has the rezzarea on the end of the line. And if you rear the HUD, and there comes an area where this is set on the HUD, then you will get a message on the nav HUD which alerts you that there is a zone where you can reset. So what is this? If you click the little T button, then you can make a checkpoint, but you can enter your own text. And you would usually need this if you make crossings or turnings, like turn left ahead. And then you click submit. And as you can see, it creates a line that says waypoint Cisnia, the current location, and then instead of checkpoint, it just says text. Turn left ahead. This is the text that we just entered, and this is needed to make waypoints for, like, turning ahead. So let me show you in an example if you want to make a checkpoint like this. You go over here, and now we are no longer in Cisnia, but we are in Terra. That's the area name. And we are in the middle of a turning point. So here we go. We click the button over here and we say turn right ahead and submit. And now if we go back to our old location, then you will get over here. As soon as you get closer to the checkpoint over there, well, it's not a checkpoint, but a waypoint, then the navigation hut will reach this line and realize that there is a turning ahead. And then you get the error on the head. Yeah. So this is how you make turnings and stuff. And then there is this big triangle. And this is basically just used for warnings like there's a corner ahead, or there are some bend lines on the side, or beware of a security hub, or stuff like this. Like this. And you can just say submit again, and then you get this line. It's not a turn sign, it's a caution. And the caution says there's a corner ahead. And that's all there is to it. That's just the very basic stuff. So where do you even enter these lines? And this is where the nav hut comes in. So for this drive, I will be using this nav hut. And I make my own drive out of it. But you have to edit it. And then you get this box over here. And once it loads the content, you just go. And I already prepared a folder for this. It's called Notes. And you go down. And there you go. The drive begin sequence. The drive end sequence. The gifts. And all of the legs. That's the stuff that you want. And you drag it out and into the notes folder. There you go. And as you can see, there is leg number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, however legs there are. And there is leg number 0. And 0 is basically the startup leg when you boot up the hut. And then there is also Japanese versions, because the hut is coming in the English language and the Japanese language. But for now we only do the English versions, and once we're done, we just do all of the translation together. So what I usually do is make a new folder and call it done. There you go. And now you can go through all of them, and when you're done, you just move it over there. Okay. And those note cards are built like this. And you can already see that there are some actual commands on top, like leg info, false, leg 2. This is the info that this is the leg number 1. And the next leg is leg number 2. There's altitude arrows, which means that the current leg will show you if you have to go up or down, which you usually don't need unless you are in an airplane or there are some stairs or stuff like this. If you just drive around on the road, it's not something you need. And there is the endpoint. Endpoint is basically just the location on the map where the current leg is going to end. And this will be displayed on the hut as the actual endpoint of this very leg. And there we go. These are the lines that you probably already recognize. Right, that's the ones that we have created over here. And that means that you can just go and grab them, copy them, and go like this. Boom. And you just alter the route of the drive. But obviously that's not what we want to do. Okay, it's not far off actually. we are gonna do this eventually. But now we don't want to save this. Okay. At this point, you are actually done with the hut. So you can just detach it again. Now for the next part. If you want to make it live, then you will need a specific route that you want to follow. And to make this route a lot easier to manage, I always do it like this. I make a folder for the drive, and I even made it for all of the other drives. As you can see, I make a drive, I make some subfolders, I got the note cards, I got the gift, and all of the stops and stuff. And this is a good way to organize stuff. Like this again. There are the landmarks, the note cards, and the gifts and stuff. And all of the stuff that I'm always using for the drive. Yeah. So for the current drive, that's the drive for the Winter 24. And I made an end folder and a mid folder. And why did I do this? Because the drive is gonna take place in 2 areas. Once it loads, I'll show you. So this is the first half of the drive. We start over here somewhere, and then we fly up and end the drive, or half of it, over here. And this is the mid folder. And then there is the end folder, which is taking place about over here. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. We start somewhere over here. And then we fly just around a bit and discover a bit. And then we end the drive about over here. But it's all taking place in this area over here, and I like to keep my stuff structured and separated so that it's a lot easier to handle. And usually if I make a drive that has some stuff going on down here, then I also make a south folder. Okay. But that's the preparation that you have to go and do. And then there is this. It looks a bit white at the moment, but that's just because I tried something else, but it didn't work. Okay, so the start of the drive is obviously the start at the mid area, so we don't need the end at the moment. Let's go over there. So this is gonna be the start of the drive. It's a racing zone with the quizlet markets right ahead. And you can place your cars or vehicles or whatever you're using on the road and instantly start the drive. But where do you go? That's the question. So usually you want to make the route to the next checkpoint. I go to the map and I check out where am I and where's the location I want to go to. You will see the roads, and that means you can plan ahead. So for us to get from here to over here, there are several options. And we can take a detour if we need to make the drive a bit longer. And we can basically go all around. But I don't want to do this today because on the 21st we did a lot of these streets and I don't want to recycle them. So instead we are gonna drive over here and around over here. And then we go down along the riverbank and to this location over here. It's not too difficult, but I would strongly advise that you do something like this. You change the checkpoint and then you drive into this direction until you hit it. So you check on the map and there's the red arrow. As you can see, I was already standing and watching into the wrong direction. And this is exactly why it's necessary to place a action location on the map that is easily accessible from where you are and connects to a place that is along the route you are planning to make. And that's basically the first part of it. I do it like this. I close this and I make a checkpoint. Like this. And then I fly. I fly over here and I make a checkpoint. And then I fly again. And there's a crossing over here. You probably can see it on the minimap. And I strongly advise that most of your checkpoints are placed in front of these crossings, because it's really hard to actually hit them if you change the region and your avatar is probably flying over the checkpoint and you will not hit it. So, I make another checkpoint, and now I fly again. Now, why do I fly over here and not go further? It's pretty obvious that we only got this place to go, right? But it's important that you make straight lines between the different checkpoints. So I make another checkpoint. And now you can see on the chat. This is where we start. Then we go here. Then we go here. And then we go here. And on the map. Let me show you. Here, 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 here. It's all straight lines, and this is very important because the HUD will have to translate this into error directions. If the location is just a bit off, you will probably find places where the method is where the method is sending you into the snow, for example. Because you just missed a checkpoint and you placed it too far off. Okay, here again, it's a straight line offside. And I make another checkpoint. Now, we go another way. It's another straight line. And we end it here. And another checkpoint. Now we go over here. And you see that we are very close to a crossing. So we just go a little further. About over here. It's still a straight line, but it's a bit off the center. But it's not a problem because we can adjust this later. We make another checkpoint. And now we are actually crossing this line over here. Right now. And now we don't make another checkpoint. Instead, we go a good amount further away, over here, but it's still a line offside. And we probably even go a bit further to the side, over here. So now we are connecting a lot better to the last checkpoint. And we make another checkpoint. Okay. And this is a long straight. So we can just fly a bit. And a bit more. All the way over here. And now you see that the street is going up and to the right of it. So we make another checkpoint here. Fly to the next area. And this is a special area because this is a racing zone. And that means you can drop your vehicles over here. So I make one of these. It's a checkpoint, but it's also a racing area. And now we just go in a straight line again. Okay, I just messed it up a bit because I went over this. There we go. Now we are back in front of the crossing and we make another checkpoint. There we go. Also, we just left the area. This is where I marked it the last time. And now we go around the corner over here. And as you can see, we go up and to the right. So we go up. Over here. Make a checkpoint. And now we do something that's a bit different, because over here is the turning point. And that means we have to decide if we want to go to the left or to the right. So we make one of the text areas and say, turn right ahead. And drop it there. And now we continue to make this. Over here. Again, it's a straight line and line of sight. A checkpoint. And now we go over here. And this is another turning point. And that's why I placed this over here. Because now we can say, turn right ahead. And make another one. There we go. And this is also the last that we have to drop, because now it's just a straight line over here. Okay. So how the turning is working. The HUD sees that there is no checkpoint. And that means it's looking ahead for the next one. And since the next checkpoint is over here, there, the HUD will actually display the arrow to the right and say, hey, over here, buddy, this is a turning spot. Okay. And now we just continue to make these checkpoints. We go a bit further again, because there is a crossing over here. And then we drop another checkpoint. Right there. And now that we are past the crossing, we have to go a bit further. Like over here. And we drop another checkpoint. There we go. And now we just continue to make these checkpoints. Over there. And all the way over there. But again, there is a crossing, and in front of the crossing is the best way to place them. There we go. And now we hit the crossing. And we go to the start of the curve. Over here. Another checkpoint. And always in straight lines and line of sight. Over here. Over there. And we go on. All the way over there. And this is another racing zone, so we drop one of these. And we go on. And we go a bit further. About here. And we drop another one. Now we have to see, I plan to make a bit of a detour. So I make a text. Slide right ahead. And then we go down over here. And another checkpoint. But this is another instruction. Turn left ahead. And now we drive over here. And this is right in front of another crossing. A bit too close even. There we go. And there we go. And now we go over here. And we drop another one. And then we go over here. And this is a crossing, actually. Slide right ahead. There we go. And now we go over here and make another checkpoint. Like this. And we're already at the target. There we go. And this is where I usually drop the last checkpoint, but like this. Arrived at stuff. Do later. There we go. And then you can just go blah blah, do ice skating, fly off, have fun, talk to them, stuff like that. Okay, and now you open the chat and you open your inventory. Go to the notes, go to the first leg, and then you do this all the way up. And then you go there. And that's it. You change this. This is actually, I think it's the Anthem path. Anton Park. Anton Park. There we go. And then you save. And now you got all of the stuff over here. You got the warnings, you got the turns, you go to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. You got the resting areas even. And then you can write the stuff that you want to add. And you can also change the stuff on the top. And add some stuff that I will do a bit later. I'm going to record these in slices because making a grid drive is usually taking a lot of time. So for now I just prepare the landmarks and the nodes, and then I fill them up. So there we go. I plan to make people use one of these. So I make another checkpoint. Oh wait. Never mind. That's okay. And then we go up. They are supposed to fly. So they go over here. Checkpoint. They go over here. And a bit further up. And not too close to the crossing. There we go. And now we go farther up. And again, not too close to the crossing. And then we just continue this. In easy steps. Over here. Over there. And another one. And over there. And then you prepare the landing. Right there. Or here. It doesn't really matter. There we go. This seems to be a good place to land. There we go. And now I just make another line over there and drop it. And there we go. Now this is the first leg. It says we drive from the Christmas market all the way down to the Endpoint Park and then up the mountain with the fly thing. So actually it's wrong that we end at the Endpoint Park. I'll adjust this later. Because right now there's... here goes the stuff with the downhill racing and back up. There we go. I just make this as a separate line because now we continue with the checkpoint. And the way you do this is you go over here. And you drop a checkpoint. And then you could fly again, but I think at this point it's probably easier to just use this donut stuff. And then you sit in it. And this is the tour. So, checkpoint. And checkpoint. And checkpoint. You just continue to place some checkpoints. And checkpoint. It's usually better to keep them around the center of the track. Because some people may not use the donuts, but a sleigh or some skis or stuff. So you just go and place a checkpoint. And then we wait a bit. And we place another checkpoint. And we wait a bit. I think my voice is really raspy today. I think I haven't drank anything. Checkpoint. Okay, you just continue like this. And a checkpoint. It's important that you make these in front of the crossing. Checkpoint. And another checkpoint. I like to place them whenever we are in the middle of the track. And another checkpoint. Okay. And this is where we ended. And another checkpoint. Right there. Now, you open up this thing. You copy everything again. Go over here. Open your leg number 1. And there you go. Sometimes there are scripts and objects along the road that spam you stuff. So you have to tidy up again. There you go. You could potentially go from here, remove all of this, and just say over here, do not show the arrow, and just show the distance to the target. And then make something like text, go downhill. But I don't like this. I usually like to show people where to go. And again, we just go, here goes stuff, make people either go back up or go on by page down and save. Okay. And that's the preparation for the first leg. If this is the first drive that you have made, then it's probably better to just finish this first leg. If you are already a veteran and you have done a few more drives, then you can potentially go on and do all of the legs, and then just fill out the extras at the end. Personally, I don't know which way I prefer, but it's been a while that I made drives, so I probably have to look up some stuff like here. the fuzziness, for example, and the action stuff. There we go. This looked so strange at the end of the line. So yeah, the fuzziness is basically when you make a checkpoint, but it's really, really hard on Second Life to actually hit the checkpoint. So you want to add some fuzziness that increases the range at which you can still hit the checkpoint without actually hitting it. For example, if you make it 20, I think that's the basic distance. So you could just go and delete it. But if you are on a boat, for example, then the boat has a much larger radius. That means you would usually go with a fuzziness of about 60 or 70. Now, if you are in a helicopter, you need about 80 to 90, maybe 100. If you are in an aircraft, like a big fat airplane, then it turns a lot slower. Then you need something like 100 to 120. Just to make it easier for people to actually hit the checkpoint by just going slightly past it. There's actually a way that I know that it's one of the favorites of Christy, where she just makes this really, really big. And then she just declares that you have to be in the same region. And that basically means that I go here, I make a checkpoint in the middle. I say the fuzziness is, I don't know, 200 or 300, or even more. And then you just say, same region. And that means that if you are here, the NavHUD is showing to this region. If you are here, the NavHUD still shows to this region. And this is quite good for making turn signals or stuff that are like, turn to the left or to the right at the next region. I usually don't do these though, because again, I like to have control over stuff. Anyways. I am making a cut over here because I already feel my voice giving up. And I think I need to drink something and maybe continue later when I am capable of speaking again. So what we basically have to do right now, I've been considering this for a bit and I think it's actually best to just finish the first flag and do it chapter-wise. So what we're gonna do here is make an extra line and add an action. And if you are not sure how to do this, you can always open an older notepad, just like this. And you can just copy stuff out of it, if you need to. So right now we're gonna use the nostop, because it's the first one. And we can use a character, and as you can see here, every time there is a line break, you would make two of these little stars over here. Actually, let's just use all of this. And then we just delete the sound. There we go. Okay. That's this, and the sound needs to go. There we go. So we just made an action, it's a nostop action, and we changed the character to someone. And for this drive, I guess I'll just use myself. There we go. And now you can just write something like, welcome to today's live. And then you make a little pause so that people can read it, and Then you go to the next line and you go like another text. Today we'll have an adventure. Yeah. Another break. And you can also work with milliseconds, but usually you can just keep it at seconds. And then you basically go and add... Oh, you clear the character first. So character is this. And then you go like... Text again. Res and sit. In a world vehicle. There you go. With a pause. It's just a 1 second pause because now we go and use another command that is pause and it's sitting like this. And we add another pause. There we go. So what this means is basically that we start at a checkpoint and then we start an action. And this action is changing the HUD name to myself. And then the HUD is telling you, welcome to today's drive. And today we'll have an adventure. And then the character is deleted again. And the HUD itself is telling you to rest and sit in a road vehicle. Yeah, and then there is the pause, and the HUD is waiting until you are sitting. It doesn't actually matter if you sit on a vehicle or your butt on the ground, as long as you're sitting, it's all okay. And after that there is a small pause again, and then that's basically it. There we go. So we close the action that we opened over here. And then the HUD proceeds with all of the checkpoints. And since we copied all of them, it's pretty much the route we have to go. Until about over here. So, and this is where I added a lot of text, because that's basically where we have to add stuff that we're gonna do. We're just gonna delete this. And we say something like text tab ahead. And then we add another action like this. And this time I don't add the no stop because I actually want people to stop over there. And I add another text, this time saying please stand up. And a pause of, I don't know, 2 seconds. Actually, let's make it 1 second, but now they have to read it. They have to read it, and that means 2 seconds is okay. Then we got pause, we say not sitting. That's this over here. It negates the sitting. And another pause. And then we make a new line saying in character, no, not in the character yet. First we say, you are done with the vehicle. Please delete it. Pause for, and there we go. And now we change to character again. And we say, in my voice, welcome to Endpoint Park. Enjoy your stay. And a little pause, because people have to read it. And then we go on. I don't have to set the character again, because it's still set to myself. So we're just saying, you can do some ice skating, or have a snowball fight. And another pause of 4.5. And another text. And I think this time we can actually reset the character to nothing and say, if you wish to proceed, click page down. There we go. And then we make another pause because the people have to read it. You always need to consider that the text is on the screen and then the next command is fired. So if you make no pause, the text comes up, the next command comes up, and the text is gone again. So you need to make a little pause so that people can actually read it. And I think for this we can make another 5 seconds or something, because now we make another pause. And that is actually crouching, and I'm not sure. Let me see. Crouching. Okay, yeah, I wasn't sure about it, but I was actually right. So you go back to the screen over here and say crouching, and that means that whenever people click the page down button while standing, the HUD proceeds with the action. Another pause, and we're actually done. So that means we can go to the next line, and now the HUD itself is telling people approach, whoops, approach, oh my gosh, what's this thing name? Let me see. I don't save this. I minimize this, because right now we are at the Endpoint Park over there. And we need the curly putter, or what it's called. There we go. So I place myself right onto it. I make a location up here. And then I open the card again. There we go. Oh my god, I just thought I closed it. So you open this and then you click over here. Approach to worthy pattern and click the sign. You make another pause. Another line. Sit on the worthy pattern to continue. Pause. 3 seconds. Or milliseconds or whatever. Pause is sitting again, because now they have to sit on the worthy pattern. And then you make another short pause. Like this. And that should give people time to sit on the thing. And that's actually it. But there's more, because... Wait a second. It was the Christmas tool, I think. There we go. So the draw command is a bit difficult to learn, but when you have it down, it's not that difficult. There are basically 2 ways to use draw, and one is this really long over here, which is usually used when you want something like a landing zone or something. And there is another draw. Let's see if we got it in here. I don't think we do. And the other draw is used to make a circle around something. There we go. So this is the usual way to use draw, which is pretty easy to use, I'd say. We just copy it. And I'll explain it once we get back to the notepad. There we go. So now we have the worthy pattern. Text at least. And that means we want to make a little circle about it. So we use the draw. And then we set the location, and that is why I used this before. So now we can go and copy this. There we go. And we can open this and copy it here. This is the height, and this is the text. And we now can set this to worthy pattern. And then we can save. Actually, that's not good over here, because the end of the draw command is over here. So this would have ended the action. Now it's right. And once the people are sitting on the curly cutter, you pretty much want to clear the draw. So let me see. You can go to the next line and add something that... Let me just find it. Ah, yeah, it's just this. It's just this. Okay. So once people are sitting on the curly cutter, you go over here, you add this, another pause one, and we're done. So what's happening in this block? We arrive at this checkpoint and the HUD is gonna tell us that we have to park ahead. And this is actually a checkpoint. So, once people are here, they are told to stand up. And then, once they stand, the HUD is telling them to delete the vehicle, because they are done with it. It's giving them a bit of time, and then the HUD is changing the text to my name and says, "Welcome to Anton Park, enjoy your stay." And people can again read it for about 5 seconds. And then it says you can do some ice skating, or you have a snowball fight, or whatever. I wonder if I think I misspelled that. Yeah, okay. Okay, you say them this. It's not a long text, so 4 or 5 should be good. Maybe 5. Then the HUD is changing back and says, if you wish to proceed, click the page down button. And then it's basically waiting until the person, whoever it is, clicks on the crouching. Then it draws a circle right over here, where I've been standing, and it says whirly putter. So it says approach the whirly putter and click the sign. And then sit on the whirly putter to continue. Actually, we can even go and make that 1 sentence. There we go. And increase it to maybe 7. Just like this. So approach the whirly putter, click the sign. And sit on it. To continue. There we go. And then there is another pause that we don't really need anymore. There we go. And then comes the pause. So as soon as they sit, there is another pause, the drawing is cancelled out, so there's no more circle over there. And then the HUD continues to fly them on the hill. Yeah. And that goes well until about over here. And this is where we need to make another edit. Let me see. Okay. We've already done the route before, so now we just have to get back up there. Shouldn't take us too long. Almost there. And there we go. Now I have made this the landing zone, but we can do this even better, because usually you have seen that the HUD is displaying some kind of a rectangle where you can land in, and we are gonna do this right now. So I have done this in the winter tour before, and I think it was in like number 3 or 4. Let me see if I find it. Oh, there we go. We can actually use this. It makes it even better. And then... Okay. Now we go here back to the landmark, to the notepad. And we add this. So now it's a checkpoint. It says prepare to land. And it's drawing a square over here. And right after this, you can make this text stand up from the whirly pattern to continue. Pause for pause, not sitting, pause, 1. Okay. So what's happening so far is that you arrive with the curly pattern in the air and are being told where to land. These are the landmarks basically, and I will show you what we're gonna do with these in just a moment. So once it's telling people that you have to stand up, let's see what we did. We approached over here and told them where to go down. So I make another of these. Just like this. And then we go over here, copy it in here. And where did we do it? There we did. We copy this line over here. Make another text. Okay, there we go. Approach the donut or the tube sign. It's at the donut tube. The donut tube sign. And this. And sit in a donut. And then the pause. The pause sitting. Pause 1. And we go. Actually, now here we have to add the drawing because we want there to be a mark around this sign. This is the donut tooth sign and the landmark. There we go. And now that they are sitting in the tube, you want the draw to be zeroed. Another pause, and there we go. And this is the last checkpoint at the end of the mountain. Yeah. After this, we have to tell them that they need to change into a road vehicle again. And that means we have to make something like this. Action. This is a stop again. So we just make a text. First, we change the character to myself. Action, text. If you wish, you can take the lift back up or continue the drive by clicking page down. That's a long text, so you want to keep it up on the screen for at least 10, and then we continue. Again with the pause. If they are crouching, that continues. Another pause, and that's like 1. And I think the end location is foot off the hill. There we go. And that's basically the entire first leg. Now we can go and use the hut. You can use any hut you want. Let's see. I'm still in the old one. There we go. You wear the hat again. Edit.
Click on the nav HUD circle to see the full
You wait until it's loaded. There we go. And then you delete leg number 1. And this should be the new one that we tested. So once the HUD actually realized the change, there we go. You add the notepad back into the HUD. It's changing, and then you click over here, leg number 1. And that was not a good idea. Actually, let's just teleport. Oh, interesting. Let's see. Okay, let's try to fix them first. Okay. Or maybe I have to do this. Okay. 1 second. We can do this. That may actually just be it. There we go. We edit the HUD again. Actually, we just can open this, copy, paste, save. There we go. And now we just reload the first leg and see if it's better. Yeah, as I said, it's been quite a while since I did the last drive. Okay. Okay. It seems to go a lot better. Yeah, I get the feeling that this may have been just the issue.
The waypoints are loaded.
Fantastic. The problem is that right now the HUD was rerouting to the next closest location, and this is not really the one that we want. So we just teleport back to the start. It's pretty amazing that we got no further errors on the HUD.
Rerouting.
Considering that it's really almost been a year for my drives. Okay. Oh, wait. Okay, as you can see, the HUD just start again. Welcome to today's drive. Okay, I'm an idiot. Today's great drive. 5 seconds. Yeah, that's just some stuff that you realize along the way. This spends it in a road vehicle. So you don't have to do this. You just sit down. There you go. And you stand up. And then you can just click this button over here. And if you click forwards, it goes faster. And now you can just go fast forward and see if all of the checkpoints are working. It's looking a bit silly, but believe me, it's a lot more efficient than using a car. As you can see, it also alerted that there is a racing area. And now it's showing us to make a turn to the right. But the autopilot just stopped working for a reason. There we go.
You may need to nudge yourself forward a bit to kick your autopilot into gear. I cannot work if you've enabled move lock.
50 meters.
And there we go. This is looking quite fine so far. Yeah, as you can see, we follow straight past the street. That's why it's important to make them always in a way that you got a clear line of sight. And there's another sign for a resting area. This is working quite well. Here we go. So as you can see, we were sent to the right, now we're sent to the left. And now should be another, and there we go, another sign to the right side. And we just arrived at Endpoint Name. Now we are asked to stand up and delete vehicle. There's still enjoy your stay stuff. You can do some ice skating stuff. And if you wish to proceed, click H down. And as you can see, the hut is making a pause there. So right now you can do anything you want. You can jump around, you can go ice skating, you can even go here and have some hot chocolate, or you make actually a snowball fight over there. And if you're done with whatever you're doing, you click the page down button. Right there. And then you crouch and the hut is making a little circle. You barely see it because it's white, and it's on the sign with a whirly pattern. And if you get closer, it's actually getting a bit easier to see. So you have, again, to click it. It's resting this helicopter thing, and you sit on it. And this is a problem because it's on another sim. Here we go. You sit on it, there you go. And now the hut continues to ask you to fly all of the waypoints that we have set before. And since this is a flying mission, it's actually a good idea to add these altitude arrows. So I just turned them on. We have to exchange the node card again. But before we do this, I want to do something else, and that's adding a bit of fuzziness. And we have to do this because flying again is a bit more difficult than just walking or driving, because it's harder to hit the waypoint. So we just make the fuzziness, oh I forgot the semicolon, there we go, the fuzziness to 40, and it's a lot easier to hit the checkpoint. There you go. Actually not on this one, because we want people to land in the square. Okay, so again, this is just the change in the leg number 1 in your folder, not on the HUD. So we just continue to fly, and we won't actually see the changes yet. I just want to see if the landing area is correct. Yeah, that's what I meant. It's a lot harder to hit these checkpoints over there. It's just reroute over here. And now that we are getting closer, we get the stop sign. And I'm not seeing it yet. There it is. See, this is the landing area, and we are in the middle of it. It's a bit wonky. And how this works is pretty easy. Basically, as you can see, there is the wall, and it's connecting just 4 corners. There we go. So this is the first corner. It goes to the second corner. The second corner connects to the third. The third corner over here connects to the fourth. And the fourth corner connects back to the first. And if you find it funny or difficult to actually do this, oh, okay, we can't less here. There we go. There is a trick that you can use. First, you'll make the first trim over here, and you connect it to another trim, like this. And now you can freely move this over here with the finger link out of the area. And now the main trim, that's this here, is still in the building area. But the other one is in the area that we were not allowed to build in. And now you can just make a square on the ground. Like this. Try to keep it on ground level. And then you go like this. You jump on it. Like this. And then you go. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. There you go. And now you can just go and delete this again. There you go. And after you translated these coordinates into the head, over here, like this one, this is the first. You would go and put this over here and over here. Then goes the second. It goes over here. Oops. I mean here. And over here. And the third. And yeah, you get the idea. And this is how you can draw perfect squares. Okay, let's go on. You click the donut tube sign. There we go. And the hut is waiting until you sit in it. And there you go. And nothing can go wrong, because this is a ride that was designed to go the same way. So people can't even miss those checkpoints on the way. But in case they are using their own sleigh or snowboard or something, that's why I made them in a way that it's in the middle of the path. And I would suggest that if you do something like this, we are currently over here. Make the fuzziness big. People need to hit those. So we make it 50 so that people definitely hit them. There we go. All the fuzziness in the world. Until the last one. Because this, they have to hit. Pretty close. Like 15 or 20. Again, 20 is pretty much the average. There you go. So just follow down the mountain and we should see that we get the last message about clicking the crouch button again. And this is why the drive making is taking so long. You always have to test the stuff. And if there are some errors on the way, you have to check them and remove them and try again. And sometimes you end up doing the same stuff 5 or 6 times before it's working, but as you can see, it barely took any time. I just drew down the route and we were flying over it. We threw some commands into the node card, and it's pretty much a perfect leg. Anybody can do it. It's a bit like programming. It's a lot simpler. It's actually like really old programming, where you still used the cards, and every card or every line was a single piece of code. There we go. So and now the HUD is telling us, if we wish, we can take the lift back up or continue the drive by clicking page down. And if we do this, we got here leg number 2. And that means if we crouch right now, since this is the last line. There we go. The HUD instantly tries to load the next leg. And there you go. The first leg is done. Nice. Okay, so now that this is out of the way, we're already done with the first leg. And that means that basically we know that all that we've done is working now, and we can proceed with the rest of the drive. Which would be... Wait a second. I have closed the window in the meanwhile, so I have to just reopen this quick. There we go. So that means that we are right now on leg number 2. And basically all we have to do again is go like this. Delete everything in this. And there we go. And now we just proceed like before. We check on the map where we want to go. And this is the second, so we go like this. And it's gonna be a bit of a drive. So we're basically going this route over here. And so then we have to enter the snow land again. All the way over here. So this is the first intersection that we need to go to. This is the starting point. And now we just have to move to the resting area. We can make this pretty work since people just have to walk over here anyways. So this is the area where we have to tell them to get the vehicle out and stuff. Okay. So now that they are basically seated on the vehicle, we have to go. And the first way that we go is over here. And now we set a checkpoint over here, saying turn left ahead. We go over here. This is still left. And now we basically just tell them to go left again. And I think I went a bit too far. Let's go over here. Slide left ahead. Here we go. And now we set one of these markers over here. And I kinda want to make it just over here. Because now there is another turning point, and this time we tell them to go straight ahead. Straight ahead. And since we told straight ahead, we also have to make this. Okay, now we go on. There was a crossing over there, so we just make another one far behind the crossing. There we go. And again, line of sight. And we keep going until we hit a place like this. And then line of sight again. Until we go to the top. And another checkpoint. We can do many checkpoints. We don't have to be greedy over here. And I think now we make one over here. Yeah, probably a bit further. There. And a straight line again. Over here. And a straight line again over here. Like this. And I think this is actually a racing area, so one of these. And then we go over here, a bit further to the right, since there's a curve. And checkpoint. This is a long straight, but there's a crossing over there, so checkpoint. Now past the crossing over here. Checkpoint. And here's the full stop. And it's a full stop because they have to rest the bridge. Rest the bridge. There we go. So they have to click the sign. And then they go up here. Like this. And like this. And then just up the hill. And over here we can tell them to just turn left ahead. And then we make another checkpoint about over here. Because now we have to leave the snow area. And we also just passed this little marker over here. So now we have to check. We drive over here next. So we make this little marker over here and we continue. And as you can see on the screen, there's the red arrow. And we just keep going. A straight line again. As long as we can see, and there's another crossing incoming, so we go over here. This is a good point, because now we are still in front of the crossing, but we can also make a straight line down the curve. So this is a checkpoint. Now we go past the crossing, into the curve, and we set another checkpoint right here, because this allows us to go over here in a straight line again. All the way over here past another crossing, and then we can make one of the difficult ones because it's basically a straight ahead, but you'll see what I mean when we get to it. I think this may as well just make things a bit difficult. We make another one here. And since this is a slight right curve, some people may try to go over there. But I think I need them to go down here. So we make another one over here. And then we go all the way down. Over here. And another checkpoint. And now we check the map again. So now we're on this road. And I'm pretty sure that we had to go up here. So we go down and there. And over here. So we are on the right track and we need to go over here. We just make another marker over there. And then we fly up into the curve. Over there. And we make another marker. And it says, turn right ahead. There we go. And now we connect with a straight line and right over there. And this is a good position because now we can make a straight line through the curves. Checkpoint. And once we are through this, we are in front of another crossing. It's always important to keep the minimap inside. And there we go. And now we just go over the bridge. Right about here. This is a good position. There we go. And there we go. It's actually pretty simple, to be honest. So we are just in front of another crossing, so I'm making another checkpoint right there. And there we go. And we're still going in a straight line until we get over here. And another checkpoint. There we go. In curves, you have to make a few more checkpoints because obviously you can't make straight lines way too far. And sometimes it's better to just make a few more than too little. There we go. But don't make too many because you may confuse the HUD and people may end up going back and forth, which would be inconvenient. There we go. Now we go over the crossing and a bit into the sim. A bit further even. And there we go. Because there's always lag and delay behind the crossings. Now we go over here. And we're already past the point again, so we check the map. And we're still on the right track, but we have to take the turn over there. So we go like this, make another checkpoint over there. Right there. And don't fly too far up over the street. And now we go over here. And you can already see the red arrow again. And that's very helpful when you try to navigate. And we can fly all the way over here, because it's still all a straight line. And that's what's counting over here. And make another checkpoint, and now we can make a straight line over here. Right there. And another one over here. And this is basically how I'm doing all of my drives, and it's really quite fast if you look at it. And sometimes I don't even stop to do the fast note part until I'm done with all of the route. Because it's basically just fiddling along, and the major part of the drive is just making the route. So this is a turn left ahead. And then, since we need the arrow to show the left, we make a checkpoint right there. And then we go up the bridge. About here, because there's another crossing again. There we go. There goes the crossing, and now we can just follow the bridge all the way down. And since this is another curve again, we keep drawing our lines of sight. Like this, and then we make another checkpoint quite close to the first, because I like to keep this straight line over here. And there's another crossing that we just hit. So we go and make our checkpoint a bit to the left this time. About here. Because now I can go through the crossing and make another checkpoint on this place. Which is also a bit on the left. But it's connecting these two places and gives them a bit of space around of the crossing. And that's it, we're already there. Now we make another turn sign over here. Turn right ahead. And we park your car over here. Park your car, walk to the landing platform and stuff. Okay. This is basically when people have to get out of the car. Walk over there, rest the vehicle, sit inside, start flying. All the stuff. you can all just put it in the chat. So people have to go over here in order to start the flying part. And this is probably still part of the second leg, to be honest. So we make another checkpoint a bit further ahead, because aircrafts are definitely a bit longer than just our own avatar. Okay, we make another checkpoint after saying flight start. And there. And now we just proceed to do the same stuff. And I'll show you a little trick when it comes to flying. We make another one over here because it's right before the crossing. And we go into this area. And now we need to check where we have to go. And this is a bit longer flight. I think we go over here and through this area over here, all the way to the top and to this airport over here. But it's not good to make the steps too large, so we just start over here. And I'm saying about here. Slightly left ahead. There we go. Because if we now go to the left, it will show a little arrow, but not like a turn, more like a little notch. And they're just islands all the way. So we can be pretty generous about the way how we put the checkpoints. We can make one here. And we continue to fly. And we're still flying. And now we actually have to cross over here, because we need to avoid most of the private owned areas. There we go. We make another checkpoint because we are right in this triangle of the corner. And we continue. And people still think they are going slight left. And now we actually have to look out where we go, because I'm not sure what part of this land is privately owned. There's a lot of stuff going on. Let's see. I think this waterway is our best option. And if this is not possible, then we can probably go through here. Or over here. But let's try this. Okay. Slide right ahead. And now I'm going down a bit, but that doesn't matter because you'll see when we get there. But now I have to make one of these red warnings. And that's, how is it called? I'll look it up later. It's a corner. There we go. Okay, so people have to go through here. And over here. And right there we can make another checkpoint. And we go on. And this works pretty well, I think. So this is just a straight line. We make another checkpoint over here. Right before the crossing. There we go. And it still doesn't matter that we're basically on a very different height than before. Okay, we checked the map again and I think we need to go left a bit. Yep. So where I'm trying to go is over here. And through this channel. And I'm pretty sure that's also a sim, but I don't see it yet. So we could go either way, to the left or to the right, and that kinda depends what this is looking like, but I think it's water. So we are going to the left after this. And since this isn't some private owned land, we can already set over here. Turn left ahead. There. And now we make it a slight turn again. So we just go over the sim over here. We just go over the sim over here. And right before the crossing we make another checkpoint. And then we go through both crossings because I don't feel comfortable to just make one in this really narrow area. And we go to the middle of this place almost. We are still in an aircraft, don't forget this. And another one. Or actually, let me check. Ignore last. Slide right ahead. There we go. So I made this steps when I tidy up the note card later. I remember to delete the last line and that there is an actual turning inbound. And now we go over here and I make about here the next checkpoint. But only if this area in the center is actually crossable. Okay, this is important over here. You can move options inside and you can build. It seems that there's no big issue with going inside. We still fly over it just to check it. Okay, so this is why we did it. There actually is a security orb in action. And that means we can't fly over it. That's stupid. Okay. That means we can't make our checkpoint over here. We need to make a go around the Eastland security orb. There we go. And I think for people it's easier to go right. Because, I don't know, the water just seems a bit broader. It's a bit unknown. No, I think actually it's better on the left. It seems a bit shorter. So we go over here. We make another checkpoint right there. Oh no, actually let's go past this and just tell them to cross it either way. Right there. Now let's see. Because the security orb is set to 30 seconds. And you don't need that much time in air. I would like to go just straight over this, but it's a bit dangerous. We could follow the street and then go onto the water, but I'd like to use this passage pretty niche for flying over it. Okay, so we just continue this again. We check this area. It's the group bound and okay. It doesn't seem bad so far, but let's fly over it. Okay. So there wasn't a security orb this time. And that means we can pretty much just use it and fly over it. I'd still like to avoid it to a point, so I try to stick to the right side this time. Like over there. And then we just follow the river. And checkpoint. There's a crossing, but we are still following the river and it's pretty much a straight line, so all good. And now they have to turn to the right. And that means we need to make another sign right close to the crossing. Over there. Turn right ahead. There we go. And now we put another one right onto the crossing over here. There. And that's it. Now we can pretty much just decide where to go. Since I want to make use of this passage, we just try to fly over here, through this, and then there's another turning. So we go over the sim, fly over here. It's really not rocket science. Okay, and we go close to the corner over here. And we tell it to make another turn. There. Turn left ahead. Or rather slight left. There we go. And now we just follow the little lake or channel over here. All the way to this point, make another checkpoint. Fly even further, and then when we hit the open water, we can make another turn. Right over there. I like to go to the center of these things. There we go. Turn, oops. Turn right ahead. Like this. And then we go to the right. And it's always better to make another checkpoint shot after the turning sign, because the hut is always looking for the next direction. And it's clearer when it's not so far away. Okay. And now that we hit this spot, we just tell them to turn left again. Turn left ahead. There we go. And this is the passage to the north area. There we go. And this should be somewhere where we are gonna land. There we go. So I'm just putting one of the markers over here. Because I want people to follow the line. And I make one of the checkpoints over here. And I think we can just make one or two more and then we're there. So this wasn't a straight line because I want to prepare them for the landing. Another checkpoint over here, and the next checkpoint will tell them that they need to prepare to land. And that's gonna be right after this corner. And there's the landing gate. Prepare to land. And now we just make one or two more checkpoints like this. And maybe one more like this. And there we go. So let's just check out the area. We can make them wait over here. And then they need to park the stuff. Yeah, let them park on the right. That seems good. And then, yeah. Turn right and park your vehicle. There we go. And now we just end on this spot over here. parking. There we go. And I think that's pretty enough for the second leg. So we just go and take all of this again. All the way up. And this has been quite a long trip. But what has it been, 20 minutes maybe? And now we just have to tidy up. So you may wonder why all my chat is gone. That's because I logged off and back in between. Okay. Notepad. And there we go. And after parking, that's basically the end of leg number 2. And so we ended at... what's this? Port Caleta. And we need the altitude arrows. And yeah. What I was saying, this is the flight start. And flying is a bit difficult because you need to add some fuzziness. And for the flight, they need to start at about 40 height. Then they go up to maybe 80 or something. And after that, you want them to maintain a certain height. And you can just go and say 150. And then if you continue to copy the 150, that's pretty much saying that people stay on the same height. And that's the trick that I was talking about. You don't have to maintain the same height as you make the drive. You just need to copy and paste it on the notepad. And you can do this all the way down to the point where you prepare for the landing. There we go. Just a few more. And now you have to reduce the height to 100, and 100 is even too much since we are on 30 basically. That means you have to go down here on 120 or 100. We make this on the 20 and this is 100 and this 50. Or something like that. You get the idea. So people have time to reduce the height. You can even add something like reduced altitude. Something like this. I just wonder why it said that it was misspelled. Okay, whatever. Yeah, as I said about flying, now we had to add the fuzziness. And I think since most people fly with something that's a bit harder to turn, I think 90 is okay. It's not too much, it's not too little. We just add 90 to it. And I think these are actually called regioncorner. And this is difficult because this is the little island with the security orb, and maybe we want them to go a little closer to this. Since this is a dangerous area. But that's basically it. Now we just have to continue this and all the way to this, and there we go. This is where they land, so you can reduce this again to maybe 60 or 50. And this is the important one, because here they are already on the ground. And that means they really need to hit this. And it's about 40. And that's the parking. That doesn't matter anymore. Don't make it too large, because you don't want it to fire too early. Okay. And this is actually a checkpoint. And it has some text. Action. Okay. Now you just have to tidy this up and add some text and stuff like that. And that's basically the second leg. And I think I already did this on the first card, so I'm not sure if I need to make this on screen for the second. Instead, I just tidy up on my own and we continue to drive the road. I think that's a lot better for you guys. So what I do is I make a clear difference line. There we go. Something that I definitely find in chat. Okay. And this is the start of the third leg. Where we go. Oh, this is where we are. And this is where we go next. And this is obviously my store. But we have to get there somehow. And let's see. We go over here. All the way down here. And there's a crossing somewhere. And that's the one I need to find. I think it's this over here. Yeah, so we have to get to this point. And to get there we need to go over here. So this is the first one that we need to hit. Okay, so get into the car and stuff. And now we can fly again. And we ask them to go all the way over here. About this distance, and then we say turn to the right. Turn right ahead. Over there. And now it gets tricky because over here, this is not the right road. We have to make a turn and follow the train tracks. Turn left ahead. And then we continue like this. And another checkpoint. And another checkpoint. And there should be another crossing over there. And I'm pretty sure that they have to turn to the right this time. Oops. Turn right ahead. There we go. And now we make another checkpoint right here because it's kinda curvy over here and there's a crossing right in front of us. And we make another one over here because there's another crossing. Okay. And now we should be good to make a good line over here. I saw a robot on the side. Okay. We just make another checkpoint over here. And I think we follow this road for quite a while. Just to make sure we check the map again. Okay. And this is the one we need to take. So again, we just mark it on the map and we go down the road. Here we go. There was another crossing. And I think I'd like to make the next checkpoint right here. There. Because now we can go over the crossing through the curve and make another checkpoint right here. It's very easy. Okay, we go over the little bridge, or we actually make a checkpoint on here. Because the road isn't a full straight, to be honest. Okay, we go over here and now we go past the first crossing. And we make one close to the border. About here. A bit closer even. There. And this is the turn right ahead. There we go. And since this is a bit of a nasty corner over here, we just make another one for the direction of the arrow. And then we continue as usual. A straight line, more or less. And more checkpoints. And I don't even have to be in a car or walking or something like that. It's totally fine to just be flying over it. And ignore the last. This is the checkpoint. There. You can just add stuff for yourself in the comments. And then we go all the way over here and do another checkpoint. And this is so much simpler than anything else that I've seen people do. And we go over here and there's another crossing incoming, so we make another checkpoint over here. I think you can't hear this word anymore after this checkpoint. Okay, and here comes the corner and this is the turning. So we go all the way over here. Slide right ahead. There we go. And now we just make another checkpoint over here. Just for the arrow on the left. There's a corner actually, so instead of a checkpoint we make a warning. Regional corner. And then we go right through the corner and make another checkpoint. About here. And now we can just align ourselves again and go all the way over here and realign. And there's another crossing, so we make another checkpoint over here. And we continue. And you see how fast you can make these drives. It's really quite simple. There's another checkpoint. Whenever you feel like you get slightly off course, just go down, make another checkpoint like here, and continue. This is a funny looking hub. And a checkpoint. And we go on. And we go on. I pretty much know where this road is going, so you may have to check the map a bit more in case you get lost, but in my case I really know this area a lot. So there you go, another checkpoint. This is a bit too far. This is okay. And now we just go through the crossing again because I don't like the checkpoint on the crossing or behind. But over here should be okay. Okay, I didn't hit it. And sometimes you have to make sure that there's a new line over there. Okay, and then you go on. And there's another crossing, you make another checkpoint. And we go on. About here. It's a lot more difficult in curves because you have to put down a lot more checkpoints. But you can just go slightly over the center and just drop another one. There you go. And as you can see, we can already look far ahead. So we just go through this corner, or we actually drop a warning right here. Region corner. There we go. And then we continue as usual. And we drop another checkpoint. We ignore this for now. I'm just a bit off. Let's go over here. And this is a riffing zone. And we're going out of the curve into another straight line. Checkpoint. And then over here, I think we keep going into the next curve. About here, I would say. Maybe a bit further even. There we go. And over here. And as you can see, I covered the entire curve with just 2 checkpoints. You can even make a third, but it's not even required. And now we just hit another one. And we go up. There we go. And this is so fast. There should also be another racing area. Right there. So we can mark this down on the map as a racing area. And we continue to make another checkpoint right in front of the crossing over here. And align ourselves again. And we go straight all the way over here. And make another checkpoint. There's another crossing and I think I even went over it a bit. So we stay here, make a checkpoint, and then we have to align ourselves really well. About there. We go over it all the way. And about here, a bit past the center. Another checkpoint. We're already pretty close. So we go over here, another checkpoint. I can already smell it. Oh, I thought that was a racing area. It's not. Okay. But there's one coming. So this is a checkpoint. And this is a racing area. And there's another checkpoint, because we need it. We can just skip this entire crossing, because we are still going on the line. But now we have to set one, I think. There we go. And another one. Okay. You don't have to mark all of the racing areas. Just a few, that's gonna be enough. There is a region corner again though. So we go close to the past corner and we make another warning. Region corner. There we go. Okay, we get past it and then we make another checkpoint. Just to be safe. Okay, and we're already in town. Now let me see. They changed the roads quite a bit. Okay, we get a bit further. About here. And we tell them to go on left ahead. There we go. It's a bit laggy over here. And we go in a straight line all the way over here. All the way up here. Until we can actually see the next road. And checkpoint. And then we just follow up. And this is a special case. We just say straight ahead. Like this. Because I don't really want them to go anywhere. And we make a checkpoint. And we make another checkpoint. And we make another checkpoint, but this one is different. Because I actually want them to turn to the side. So I go a bit further and I make one of these turns. Oh, slide right. Slide right ahead. There we go. And now, after aligning myself, I go over here. And a bit further even. That's better. I make another checkpoint. And we go down the road. About here. And this is where it gets tricky, because now you have to make another checkpoint over here. And a checkpoint over there. And over here. And you see that I always stay a bit on the right side, because it gives us a lot more room to make these checkpoints. And then we go right through the tunnel. All the way there. And all the way over here. And over there. It's always better to make one checkpoint too much than a checkpoint that's missing in the end. And we go over here. Okay. And over there. And that's almost it. A bit further. There. And there we go. Let me see. I don't want to get lost. I think I need to go straight ahead. Yeah, pretty much. It just goes back down to the tunnel. Okay, so we go over here. And we turn to the left over here. Oh, there we go. And another checkpoint. Then we drive down here. There we go. Over here. Over there. All the way up here. Bit further. Again, always try to make a straight line to the next one. Okay, all the way over here. It's a bit narrow, but it's okay. This is a nasty curve though. But we can make it. We just need to make another one right there. And there we go. And now we just tell them to slide left. Slide left ahead. And all the way to the parking place. And there we go. Park, rest, stuff. Finish. And now we just open the leg number 3. We delete all of this. Inari Shrine. Actually, let's make it PvP. Inari Shrine. Delete this, and we make all of the stuff that is beyond this. Yeah, it's been quite a while. And there we go. And you copy it again, and you paste it. And there you go. This is your leg number 3. You just have to tidy up a bit. Which, of course, I'm gonna do later again, because I don't want to do all the tidy up on screen and waste all of your time. And we don't need the arrows this time. And since we are just in the car, there is no need for us to add any extra fuzziness. Okay. And that is leg number 3. Since I want people to actually visit the place, we just make them walk here and make another checkpoint. Okay, there we go. We've already taught all of this, so we just take this last line and add it up. There we go. I basically make people wait over here. So we just add some extra lines over there. And that is basically when we go to the last point of this drive, of this leg. Right about there. Because now I can make them touch the bicycle area. And we just take this location, bicycle stand, there. And this is the start of the fort. Or even the end of the last one, yeah. Let's make this the last point of leg 3. So they basically park here, wait at my store and stuff. And then this is the bicycle stand. Checkpoint in front of the bicycle stand. Okay. So after this, we need this line. There's the starting point, like this. Oh, wait. Even better, we use this one, which was the end of the third one and the start of the next one. And we can use this as an action and a draw. So we just make this into the draw area with the bicycle stand. Okay, so if we get back to this, we can edit this easily. And all of this stuff we don't longer need, so we just delete it. It's from the action drive that we took the notepad from. There we go. And just adding another separator again. There we go. So I basically want people to rest a bicycle over there and explore the city a bit. And that means we start right here. Get over there. And I make the first note with slight left ahead. Actually, let's make it straight ahead. Let's go over here. Over there. And make it straight ahead. That's much easier to understand. Okay. Then we go over here. We make the one checkpoint needed for the straight ahead. And we make another one with turn left ahead. Over there. And I should have done a bit further, but it's okay. We just make another checkpoint over here for the arrow. And go all the way there. A bit further. It's okay. And we go over here. And we make them turn to the left again. Because it's funny. Turn left ahead. Okay. And now that they are basically over here again. Another checkpoint. And over here we tell them to turn right ahead. Slightly. Slide right ahead. And right over here. Because I want them to go down this way. So I make the checkpoint over here. Go all the way down over here. And remember, always make the straight line inside. And over there. And about here, I think. That seems good. Okay, and now we can draw a straight line all the way to this building over here. I'll just add another one just for comfort. And people are not on a car, they are on a bicycle, so they are a bit slower. And now they go all the way over here. And we make them go straight ahead. And now we make them turn right. There. And we try to make it on the same height as the train. There. Turn right ahead. Okay. And we make one here. And another one over there. And I think we can say slide right ahead. And connect it with this one. Okay. All the way over here. What the heck? They were not there when I last checked. Interesting choice. And now we go over here. Okay. And this is where the tour ends, because now they have to get off the bicycle and to the train station. Off the bicycle and walk to the station. There we go. And we make them go over here. At another checkpoint and onto the train station. And from here we let them teleport out. There we go. And now we just salvage this and copy it into our fort, like right about there. Here comes the ticket to the train station too. And then we continue. But I basically built all of the notepads like this, with all of the texts in between and the stuff like this. And after I'm done with all of this, I really just sit down on any bench and fill out the details. I don't even have to go there anymore. I write down what I want them to do and some text and stuff, and that's basically all. I wouldn't advise this if you do the drives for your first time, but if you have done a few drives, then you can definitely do this. And it's so much faster. I mean, look at the clock. How long has this taken now? I've been explaining all of this stuff to you guys on the side. So if you just do this and you can just focus on what you're doing, that's even faster, I think. So yeah, make out of it what you want, but I think that's pretty darn fast. And with this, we are actually at the end of this part. And we can go to the end section, where I tried to replace the folders like this with just numbers, but it didn't work. And they don't start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 or stuff, because I already knew the end before I knew the start. So I tried to number from the end to 12, 11, 10, 9. Okay, but we start, I think, over here. Okay. So this is the train station that we start the next part of the drive on, and this is obviously a train part, because a lot of people like trains. And right now we are over here, where I said the second part is taking place. And as you can see, it's quite far away from the usual place that I myself operate in. So we've just covered a lot of the mainland over here, and we're flying all the way over there, where we took our car or whatever to drive over here. And then we took the train, you know what I mean? We teleported over here. And now we are doing the second half, which is from here, following the train over here, making a rest, going back to the train over here, flying all the way over here. And I think there is another airport down here. And then we go by boat, because there is this little haven over there, a little harbor even, where we take a boat and go over here, because the guy pretty much wanted me to include the place. And he's been so nice that I just said, okay, whatever, why not? Okay. And then we take a little rented boat over here and drive over there. And then we explore this place, which we have already been to last year, but they have taken a lot of time in building this up, and it's a really nice winter resort. And after we're done here, we go back down and we can take the helicopter and fly all the way over here. All the way over here, where I think we land somewhere. I think there. We land over there. And then we take any vehicle back and drive there somewhere. Yep. Okay. So let's do this part. We basically tell them to sit on a train. There. And after this, they can't really do much. They just sit on the train and they kick forwards. So we just make another one over here. And then another one right before the crossing or even after. Doesn't even matter. They can't run anywhere, so we can just make it all the way to the end. And it's a straight line as well. Dun, 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 dun. And for some reason, parts of my legs are missing. Just Second Life being Second Life. Okay. So now we have to make another checkpoint. And we make another one over there. Oh, my legs are back. Okay. Another one over there. And pretty much the stop sign over here. Again, this is just a placeholder. We just write something down over there later. And now I just write something down like, we walk down the way. Actually, let me place a check mark right here. Okay. And now another one about here. One over there. Yeah, let's just follow the lights. There we go. And all the way over here. I think I just hit that twice. So I make another note. Remove one, did it twice. There we go. And that's what I meant, that sometimes there are just some meters and scripts. You have to sort them out later. But yeah, this is the checkpoint. People just sit here and have a break. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. And then we walk back all the way. So we make them walk back over here. And back on the main path. But I kinda wanna make a detour. So we just go over here again. And yeah, so much about the detour. Okay, let's actually go there. All the way over there. And there's the party shack. Okay. And now we just walk auto, but let me check. Party shack. Wait, or go. Okay, and now we go back. And this is pretty much just exploring Second Life. Which I like to do. I don't like these delivery drives. I just make them explore Second Life and include a lot of places that I think are not often visited. Some of the people I ask about hosting the drives and they don't even know what the drivers are. Okay, so here we are. Board the train. All get on. There we go. Okay. And there we go. And now again, we just follow down the road. There isn't really much you can do when you ride a train. And we go over there. And we go over here. There are some animals around, but I bet I thought we missed them. Okay. And there we go. Right through the tunnel. And as you can see, if there's even a slight curve, I actually take a break. And there we go. Hold the train. Get out and stuff. And then we go up. Over there. And I'm pretty sure you can tell where this goes. With the airplane and stuff. So, and after this, I just have to align again. And take off. And hit higher. And there we go. And now let me check. We have to fly around all of the holes over there. So I guess we go over here. And I think these are not locations. Yeah, so we go over there, and I'm not sure if we want to go there. And if we don't, we have to squeeze here, so I think we pass over here. Okay. So we go all the way up here. And again, we are doing the same trick as before. We just fly on any height, and then we tell them to just go as high as we need them. And funnel slide. Turn left ahead, actually. Turn left ahead. There we go. And now through the corner. And there we go, and make another checkpoint. And it's not a problem that we make them through all the corners, because remember that we set the fuzziness to a lot higher value when we're actually in an airplane. So people don't have to hit the mark to get the next. Oh, this is not good. Okay. We go back a bit. And we tell them to go slightly left. Like this. Okay, like there. And then we make another checkpoint. And we go on. And I think this is actually the one that we have to turn. Right there. Let's see. Yep. Okay. We go a bit over it. And there we go. Turn left ahead. And then we make another checkpoint. Over here. And we fly all the way over here, because now I can make a straight line to the next visual checkpoint. And we say slide left ahead. There we go. And there we go. And I think we can even go into the next Or maybe we don't. I didn't see how narrow that was. Okay. Slide right ahead. So we just stay on the far broader arrow. The broader side. And we make another checkpoint right before the crossing. And check the map. We should be pretty close. Oh my gosh. Okay. That's not good. We go back. Like there. Ignore the last. And right ahead. There we go. Because now I have to make them go over here. And we fly all the way to the middle of this place for the next checkpoint. And then we set another one about right at the entrance. There. For the passage. Okay, and I will just make these over here. Yeah, I trust people that they know how to fly. And if not, then it's their own fault. There we go. Almost out of it. Oh, that was a bad checkpoint. Let me go back. Ignore the last. This is okay. And this is important because when we copy this to the node card, I can go through it and just remove the last line and we are back on track. Without any delay. Okay, I think I make the turning in the next cell. About here. Let's check the map. Yeah, we have to go down quite a while. All the way over there. And I'd like to go through this part over here. And I'm just checking where we go best. This may be a good way. This is also not bad. But we definitely have to turn over here. We try this one. It's down, left, down. That's in spot. I actually went way too far. But I need a bit of space after the crossing. So we go over here. Turn right ahead. And there we go. And about here we tell them that I think we need a slide right ahead. To go over here. Yep. Or we just try to manipulate them by thinking that we go in a straight line. Which we don't. I think that's a good idea. Yeah, we just make them go all the way over here. And another one. Oh, I like this. I think we're good. Okay, now we just go down. And it's much easier if you make the dives while you're flying on ground level, because you see all of the holes. You wouldn't be able to do this if you drive or fly in, I don't know, 150 meters or something. You need to react on stuff. And for this you need to see it. Okay, so how are we? Oh, we have to go to the right over here. Okay. Turn right ahead. This is totally okay because, again, the fuzziness makes the area way wider. So we make them fly over here, which seems to be public area. And another checkpoint. And there we go. And after this we should be in the open sea. Yep. Now we just have to go down to the right. And there's the landing. Nice. Turn left ahead. There we go. And it's just that simple. If you are flying, you just have to watch out for private homes and parcels that could potentially have security orbs on them. Yep. There we go. And since these are just open seasons, we can go and make a turn left ahead in the middle of the area. Like there. But we actually have to watch out where we have to stop. Right there. So I marked this on the map, just so we don't go over it. Okay, making another checkpoint over here. We don't have to, but it's for the turning sign. And then we make another one just to give them a little prompt about having to stop and go lower again right before the ending. Almost there. Yeah, I think it's been 4 or 5 cents. Maybe 6. This is quite a relaxed way to travel, since there's really nothing around. And then I wonder if we should take a boat out of here when we finish the drive. But it's taking so much longer with a boat. I don't think we actually got much of a boat area so far. So maybe we do this. There's a lot of flying in this one. Okay. Oh, almost there. How do we call this though? A landing strip. Landing place, airport. Airport. Yeah, that seems good. Okay. This is a checkpoint, by the way. So as you can see, I add all of these comments so that later I don't have to return to this place. I just read the comments and I can adjust the notepad. Turn right ahead. There we go. And now we just reduce the height. Prepare for landing. And lower. And later you can even make one of the drawing areas on this. Okay, and I want him to land over there. There. And then they can drive over here. Left. Turn left ahead. And there they can park. Park vehicle. Walk to harbor. And that's another big part of the drive done. Now we just have to walk over here. And all the way to the ladder. All the way down. And we get to reservoir. Actually, let's go a bit further. There. This seems to be a good place. Where's the boat? Sit in it. There we go. And now they know that they have to sit in a boat. And there we go. Now let me check the map. Because the next stop is right around the corner. I think over there somewhere. So we go down quite a lot. Over there. And all of the boat stuff is getting the fuzziness of, I think, 60 or 70. Even 60 seems enough, I think. It's a small boat. Okay, over here. And now we tell them slide left ahead. And I'm trying to find a good place where they can actually dock. I think this is private owned, so that's not an option. They can dock over here, I think. Yeah, that seems good. Dock over here. Get off boat. Walk. Okay. And there we go. Pista Cafe. Which is another stop. Actually, let me landmark this. There we go. Checkpoint. And another checkpoint. There. Sit down. Have a cafe. Shut the heck up. Okay. And this is the end of this leg. And we take everything again. Which has been quite a bit. All the way up. Almost there. Okay, there we go. And there we go. Let's leg number 4. I'm gonna tidy up this later again. And we go to leg number 5. Which also starts over here. And there we go. Again, we just remove everything. And there we go. And we don't need those. Oh, wait. We may actually do. We keep them on. Sure. Okay. Oh, wait. I forgot. At the end point. Sailor's Cove Township. Or should we call it by the cafe's name? Pesta Cafe. Yeah, that seems better. Yeah, okay. Alright. And with this, we're good to go to the next leg. Out of the cafe. Over here. Or in case I didn't mention it before, but all of the walking steps are best to be done with about 10 instead of 20 or 40 or 60. Fuzziness. Let me just see what they did over here. Because he was still working on this area. Okay. So we go over here. This is just an estimated guess. You may have to reset this. I kinda want to explore though. Yeah, that's private owned. Okay. So we go over there. And then we go over here. I like this forest. Then we go over here. All the way over there. Last time they still had some invisible walls over here. I think there were some fence or some trees that were not phantom. And over there. And there we go. We can continue this even. Nice. Because we want to make it all the way to the yacht club. Oh, I think we are trapped. Oh, that's not good. I thought there was another way. Maybe we can actually make it. Let's see. If I make them go over there. Up here. Yeah, that seems like it was intended. This is perfect. Definitely how it was planned. Okay. And I think it's the next one. Yep. Okay. What the heck? Okay. And into the yacht club. And there's supposed to be a boat over here. Let's see if it's still there. There it is. Okay. Walk to yacht club. Click sign. Press boat. Sit on boat. And sign location. Fuck more. There we go. And now the people have successfully clicked on this. Arrest the boat and sit on it. Which I don't. Okay. So we go out of the area of the yacht club. All the way over here. And turn right ahead. That a small one. I think I mistyped it. Okay. Yeah. This is where we have to go. And we land over here. I don't want to go over here because last time I got a bit too close and I think there's some security stuff going on. So we just have to go over here. No big deal. All the way over there. And we set a checkpoint over here. That's pretty far away from the crossing. And then we set another one right here. After the crossing. There. Okay. And about here. And now I tell them to go all the way down. There we go. We could also dock over there, but this is the place I want to leave later, so it wouldn't be fun to start and leave at the same place. Dock the head. I could make them row their boat through that little hole, but I don't think that's a good idea. Should I make them go over here though? That seems like a plan. Yeah, we do this. There we go. And another one. This is still on the boat. There. dock your boat and stand up. There you go. And now they have to walk again. And I'm saying this because when I add the stuff to the notepad later, this will be another fuzziness than the rest of the drive. Walking is always about a fuzziness of 8 or 10, maybe 12. And the boat part is usually 40 to 60. Okay. I just have to use a few more checkpoints over here. This is such a nice place. I can already hear people complain about all of the walking. Okay. There we go. And after this, they have to make their way around. But there's this little sign over here, so can take a break. Ice skating. Crouch when ready. And this is the sign location for draw. Okay. And if they are done, we can actually proceed to go down. And I just make another checkpoint over here because I don't know where they actually stop and crouch. This is like number 5, I think. Yep. Okay. Okay, so this is the sign for draw. This is the one checkpoint, that's okay. There we go. Again, we just make the separator again. There we go. And we save. And we proceed. Again around this thing. That's a bit annoying, but that's my own fault. I should have checked the area earlier. There we go. And another one. Okay. And this time we go down. I think it was, yeah, there it is. I make another checkpoint right there. Just to make sure that people don't accidentally go up. And then we just go down here. And there we go. Sit on this key lift. I forgot to sit on it. Then click on it. Okay. So as you can see, this is quite a big resort. It's a bit wonky. Okay. I think we go down there. Yeah, that's much better. Okay. We take this. Copy. Paste. Separate alliance. Stand from lift. Okay. There we go. And then we go over here. And with a snowboard. Sit on it. Okay. Come on. There we go. Snowboard sign location. And then we go down over here. Which is quite steep. So you may want to make the fuzziness quite large. I'm not even doing it right now. I may do it once. Almost there. Okay. Stop and stand up from the snowboard. Sit on the ski lift. Click it. Okay. There we go. Okay, then we go just inside of this place and we take the rest again. Take the rest. Talk to them. Blah blah. Lots of hills. Lots of lifts. Have fun. See you later. Let's meet when you're done. Okay. And this is the fun part. That's it with the directions. They can do whatever they want. And when they are done, that's the time where they have to go back to the location. And I think that's gonna be in front of the office. Right there. Okay. This is the point where we meet again. Where we meet again. There. And then we just have to walk around the building. Somehow. I think we can go through it. A bit further. And there we go. Oh, we're so back. Tell them stuff about playing games and such. Offer them break, crouch, so go on. Okay. And once we go on, we continue down the way. there all the way to the docks. And there we go. And off we leg. Where's the boat? Thanks. Okay, now we just add it to the end of the landmark. To the end of the notepad. And we're done. This is quite a distance though. But a lot of it is just a straight line. Which isn't too bad. We just have to watch out over here. And then we can pretty much go here, over there, and down there. Yeah, that seems good. Okay, let me mark this on the map. There we go. So this is the place we start on the next leg. And I forgot again. This is Aspen Woods. There we go. Okay. Where's the boat? Yet still. And we are good to go. Once they are in their boats, we can just let them go here. And all the way over there. And then we really just have to make some quick checkpoints along the line. I think this is a good place. Yep. And another one. And now it's just a straight line. There we go. I actually thought we would do this in an aircraft, but wing it in a boat is also okay. And it's taking a bit longer, which I think it's a bit of a short drive. But since I give people a lot of freedom with how to do stuff, it's pretty much depending on their own decisions how long they make it. I think it's just 5 legs today. Which is quite not the usual length. But it's okay. Because these are some really long legs. Let's go a bit up. There. Okay. And now we just wait until we hit the marked location. We didn't even need directions so far, it's just all the way down. Follow the arrow all the way to the west. And we're getting close. Heart's nest. I wonder if this is Mihawk. You know, from One Piece. Whatever. Okay. After this secluded private area, we have to tell them to go slightly right. Almost there. Okay. I should have made another checkpoint. Maybe about here. Okay. And now they get the information about going right. Oh my god. Fly right ahead. Oh, not so close to the corner. I guess we can go this way. Yeah, we just have to watch out for the private area. And now we need to check. 1 second. I think we can go up to this point. Okay. Just make sure to make another checkpoint. Almost there. There we go. Let's make it about here. But not. That's a bit too close to the Sin crossing. Then left ahead. There we go. Always have to consider that there's still the fuzziness. So they reach the point a lot earlier than you would assume. And here we make another checkpoint. That should be easy to it. Oh, let's actually set another marker down. Right there. Or even here, that depends a bit. Let's see how it looks once we get there. Yeah, yeah, that's a bit boring, but we have to cover the distance. And if I just teleport them again, it's a 5-minute drive. Okay. This is the small island. And these don't seem to be private areas. That's good. Oh, it's even a racing song. Nice. And then turn. Rather slightly left ahead. There we go. And now we have to go over there. And then we're almost done. We make another checkpoint just for the arrow. And we make another one. And we're getting really close. I'm just not sure where we are supposed to dock. Oh, there we can. Okay. Actually, let's go over here. Yep, that's okay. Dock your boat. Stand up. Delete. Walk. And there we go. To the stairs. Up the stairs. And this is where it gets a bit tricky. I have to check. 1 second. Okay. I guess I go to the left. Right. Did I checkpoint this? I think I did. Okay. So we walk all the way to this place. Where's the car? Sit in it. Drive on. And now I have to check where we drive to. Okay. Well, that seems easy enough, but we'll have to see. And this is in a car again, so the usual checkpoint. Oh, I can already smell it. Okay. Oh, that's easy. Okay. Then right ahead. Okay. It was a nasty crossing. There we go. Let's make a straight ahead. I think there are zombies nearby. There we go. Actually, I think I make them turn early. Like over there. Turn right ahead. And then we drive all the way over here. Park. Okay. And this is a stand up. Delete vehicle. Walk. And I think we're supposed to go over here after that. Okay. And since this is the sponsor of the next drive, this is all there is to it. So we just have to make all of this stuff into another notepad. There we go. Oh no, wait. This was the end of Leg 5. And we ended on Aspen Woods. So this drive has 6 legs. That's okay. I thought it was just 5, but 6 is definitely okay. There we go. This is the end. Funny. Okay. So basically, if you make this drive, and this is one of your first drives, you make it like I did with the first note card. You stay at the place, you make the note card, you copy everything inside, you copy the note card into the HUD, and then you test it. And you run it once, twice, maybe 3 or 4 times. You correct your errors and you fix your bugs. And if the first one is working well, you go to the second. If you are a veteran about making drives, you're pretty much done right now. Because now I can just go home, sit down, open the cards, and I can fill in all the stuff, write the text, make the actions, make people sit down at waiting time and stuff. And yeah, once that is done, I copy everything back into the HUD. And then I test it completely once. And if there are any issues, then I fix them on the side. If not, well, that's even better. There are some commands that you need to know if you make some drives. And some of them are definitely the checkpoints, obviously, the text, the character, stuff like the drawing stuff. And there are some more, but if you got any questions, you can always equip the HUD. Wait until it loads over there and open the content. There we go. So there is a lot of help stuff inside. You don't have to read it all, but it definitely helps to read some of them, like the actions and stuff like the sounds, stuff like the waypoints. You don't really need the colors or the RP sounds or stuff like that. You don't need that for your first drive. Even I don't use it usually. But stuff like waypoints and actions, that's really important. And I will take some of the most used actions and post them down into the comments. So if you watch the video, you can always look them up in the comments and you don't have to search them in the video. I think that's a smart idea. Yeah. I don't think I will show you the finished notepads, but you can just equip the HUD on the 28th, edit it, and look at the note cards yourself. One last thing is, if you are done with one of the note cards, you can go and you move it into the done folder. Then you open it again, copy, open the Japanese version, paste, save. And then you start on top. And everything that is a text, over here, over there on the checkpoints, everything that is a text, you have to copy into the translate and translate it into Japanese. But that's not all. Switch it up and translate it back from Japanese to English. And only if it still makes sense, then it's okay. If you copy it and you make the translation into Japanese, but you translate it back and it makes no sense, then that's a good sign that your translation is very bad. So always do the double check and translate it back and forth. And only then you can take it and copy it into the HUD. And yeah, after you are done with all of the translations, you can ask Crispy for info on the gifts. She can also manage it for you. Yeah. Okay. That's been quite a bit. I'll go and edit the video, and this is all for now. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope it was entertaining and it wasn't too annoying to watch me go checkpoint, checkpoint, checkpoint. Okay. If you like the content, please consider to like and subscribe, and I hope to see all of you again during the next stream. Bye.